Okay, let's hit it. Another session of, well, actually, I should just say we're continuing a series on Cracked. And this one is, if video streaming services were honest. Let's see what they got. Oh yeah, look at this person just laying back in a
So do you want to watch Cop Doctors or
Two people leaning back in a vegetative state. Let's see what they got to say about this streaming stuff.
Dr. Cops or Copter Docs or...
Are you struggling to decide which bright stream of flickering photons and erratic...
Oh, and I love the way Roger calls it most people say it watching TV, but it's all these flickering pixels and flickering photons that suck you in. I just love he uses the lingo that gets you thinking outside the box of what it really is.
Audio waves might combine in such a way as to lull your seldom used body into another night of sweet, sweet unconsciousness.
I mean, I guess, but nothing looks very good.
Maybe we could just, have a conversation.
Whoa! Let's not...
We can't have a conversation, can we? We get sucked into these streaming services.
Do something you'll regret. What you need is Hortflix. The premier movies, but on the internet, but not porn service, perfect for ensuring night after night passes peacefully, with zero opportunities to confront the burgeoning physical and emotional intimacy issues that have trapped your relationship in a meandering death spiral. Hi, I'm Roger, and I can...
Wow, that was a mouthful that gets you caught up into the meandering death rattle spiral.
Assure you that Hortflix has thousands of viewing options, a handful of which are kind of good, from old shows that won't allow you to capture your youth no matter how loudly you laugh to yourself through the shared wall of your apartment, to new films featuring only the most cash-grabbing stars, most forgettable plots, and most passably competent production values. Hortflix has everything a person needs to role-play somebody, somewhere, caring about their existence.
And the other side of the coin that I've noticed with one of the video platforms that I watch from time to time is some of these shows use such no-name actors. It's like, who is that person? Who is that person? I've never seen that person on TV. Every now and then you'll get a no-name actor that you have seen on TV or other movies, but they have a tendency to use just baloney startup novice people.
Well, we already pay for other streaming services.
Like so many streaming services.
That's because other shittier services like Jordan Plus or Breeding Max lure viewers with some must-see show, and then before you can look up, you're 7 seasons deep into some Belarusian soap opera because you were too lazy to stop their aggressive autoplay feature. But only Hortflix has both a popular workplace sitcom from which you could still get out of bed without audibly groaning, and a brand new prestige drama about the most recent Silicon Valley scandal called Apptastrophe, or The Student.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Does it?
Yeah, and again, kind of reiterating on what I said just a few moments ago, is they have some of the shows are just weird, and some of the scarier ones are the hoarding episodes, and it's who would live like that?
Isn't it? Don't look at the reviews, and make sure to really soak in the first 2 seasons we'll make before abruptly canceling it once the creative talent starts asking for more money.
But what makes Hortflix different? Do you have cool indie stuff?
Initially, yes. We'll include some art house crap with some decent titties thrown in, alongside 12 dozen 90s movies starring talking babies. But we'll actually wean you off the critically acclaimed stuff by slowly removing them in favor of shiny new Hortflix originals we'll aggressively market for a month or two before letting them vanish into the great content ether.
Maybe we should just play video games or something.
And it's also crazy too they'll go 2 or 3 seasons with some of this stuff, and then they'll just cancel it because it didn't have enough popularity.
video games. They're just a fad. And how are you going to compete with Vincent Van Gogh, complete with incomprehensible action scenes and jokes ripped from 1980s stand-up routines? We'll promote it in 1,000 movie blogs by claiming it somehow cost $200 million to make. And once enough people throw it on in the background while they do laundry or weep openly, we can call it a success and repeat the whole joyless process so you'll remain forever stapled to your furniture of choice.
Hey, it's not like I just watch TV all night every night.
Another marketing ploy to get you sucked in and, like you said, stapled to your couch.
Sometimes I read a book. I stare at my phone until I wake up the next day.
Wonderful. Do you want to sign up for our basic tier, which comes with ads, or our premium tier, which comes with ads?
Ads? That just sounds like regular TV.
You actually can pay to add those real television channels, complete with even more ads the streaming model was meant to circle.
You know, it's kind of comical too, because I know people that have like the satellite radio deal, and the satellite radio deal is actually kind of... The cool part about the satellite radio is you can kind of listen to it and drive for miles and still be listening to the same station. The downfall with it, you get the same exact commercials and programming as you get on terrestrial radio. So it's almost like, really, is this even worth it?
Circumvent before we balkanized into a patchwork of ever-growing subscription fees you forgot you're paying.
I guess this Hortflix original about a ghost that's haunted by another ghost looks okay.
Well then hurry, click on it. We'll never release our shows on physical media, and they could leave Hortflix at any moment for any reason. You'd better cram as much digital buzzing into your cranium as you can before your chance to ingest Vampire House Hunters is gone forever.
I guess I am pretty comfy.
That's the spirit. Sit back. Enjoy the soothing sounds of content. Don't think about the growing number of studies that have linked binge watching to sleep deprivation, unhealthy eating habits, blood clots, depression, and a higher risk of...
Kind of reminds me of these pharmaceutical commercials where they start jotting down some of the side effects, and it's like, man, some of these side effects, I'd rather have the ailment that I'm trying to cure, given the amount of side effects it's going to give me. Sounds like this is doing the same exact thing, you know, heart disease, stroke, you know, blood pressure problems.
Cardiovascular disease.
What?
Look, we have a whole category called formulaic and morally uncomplicated legal procedurals set in cities you can find on a map. That ought to knock off several hundred hours from your fleeting mortal existences. I've been Roger it. And I'll raise the monthly fee again once they're hooked.
I'll just steal the password from my parents.
Isn't that the truth? I'm aware of a few people that actually bootleg off of somebody else with some of these streaming services.
Give me a you. You.
This is the content that the internet wants.
Oh, man.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner. That means that your priority...
Too quickly on me. So you know what? We can actually X-nay this window. And now we can come to this window. And we can hit stop. Until we get to the next Reaction 47 lesson.